Welcome to today's computer repair lesson. Today is going to be an overview of keyboards. It's not exactly the most glamorous lesson, but here in lesson 14, that's what we're going to be talking about. So, it basically qualifies kind of a meat and potatoes lesson in the Be Your Own IT training program, and there's not too much to worry about when it comes to computer keyboard. There's a couple of key formats, key features that you're going to want to keep in mind if you're out purchasing or repairing one. Basically, the two main types are either wireless or wired. Most everybody's very familiar with them. Wireless keyboards, okay, they come in handy when you've got a long distance between your computer tower and where your keyboard needs to go. Oftentimes you can buy a keyboard extension cable, but sometimes wireless just makes more sense. They're not any more reliable or anything like that. The one thing to keep in mind is that you may want to invest in rechargeable batteries if you're going to go wireless keyboard, wireless mouse. Some of the more advanced wireless components will have their own battery chargers like the Logitech mice, but if you're going to be constantly putting batteries in these things, it's something to remember. In addition, the other thing to think about are bells and whistles. Today, many keyboards have gotten pretty advanced, including things like fingerprint scanners to verify your identity or anyone else trying to use your computer. One-touch shortcut buttons to launch web browsers, email, all these sorts of things make life a lot easier. Here's what a pretty basic keyboard would look like. And then there's also different types of layouts. We fell in love with the ergonomic type of keyboard a few years ago when we first started using them. We thought they were very uncomfortable, but after time we found that if you're going to use your computer for a long period of time, getting something more ergonomic like this Microsoft model and taking your time to pick something out that fits you good is really important. There are even more features that keyboards can have, more functions, things like that. It's also important to remember your posture and how you sit at the keyboard. If you're going to be there for a long time, you may want to invest in some of the nice padding that goes in front here, or make sure that your chair's at the right level, things like that. It's really overlooked, but in the business world we deal with it every day. We want to make sure everyone's comfortable. They have back, neck, arm, carpal tunnel, all sorts of weird injuries can come from using the wrong keyboard or using the wrong posture when you are using your keyboard. So you've got different types, ergonomic, you've got your straight, you've got loads of features that you can add. It's really about what you like and what fits you the best. So try out a lot of them at the store, and if you're repairing them, there's not much to repair with keyboards, honestly. There's typically not software that goes with them unless it's running some of those more advanced features. The pure functionality of a keyboard is plug and play, and make sure that you keep them clean using a nice cotton swab and some compressed air. Replacing keys on them is relatively easy unless the snap breaks completely. Then you're typically replacing the keyboard. But that's about all we have to say about keyboards. And if you want to learn more about different types of hardware and software, make sure you enroll in the BeYourOwnIT.com's computer repair training program. Thanks, and have a great night.